Today I'm flying out to the most prestigious tournament in all of disc golf, and one round is going to determine whether I'm back here at this airport tomorrow or in a week. Let's go. I love you guys. Just ripped off the flight. It's like 11:15 at the town, and I can introduce you to my caddy for tomorrow, who I think will be helpful. I've heard they're pretty good at disc golf, but unfortunately they're a zero-time world champion, so we'll see. We got an Explorer, baby. I seem like I always fly in and get free upgrades. I used to work at Enterprise like a long time ago. It sucked, so I'm glad you guys let me do this now. Hopefully I have this car for a week, but I might be dropping it off in less than 24 hours. 112 players, 5 spots get in. But I think my caddy will help.
My haircut's so bad.
We're gonna do this tomorrow?
As long as you don't throw OB every shot.
I got a decent night's sleep, actually. I got 6 or 7 hours. It is interesting going 2 hours ahead because I got in at midnight, but it was like 10 o'clock for me, and I typically go to sleep at like midnight to 1 o'clock. So I was able to somehow get to sleep before 2 and then woke up just before 9. So now I'm actually about to head to the course to grab my buddy, who you guys like on the channel. And if I didn't explain it well enough before, there's 4 majors every year. And even though you'd think Worlds would be the most prestigious, I still think it's the United States Disc Golf Championship. Not because of the name or anything like that, but history and the other reason, which is like why I'm here today.
What's the game plan?
I was gonna go to a field at the end of the course, but just fields at the course. I just gotta, basically all I have to do is like learn my discs and then walk the course.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I feel, as long as, if I start talking with Gannon, I'm like, as long as I don't 3-putt today, I think I'll get it. Because I've been throwing really well recently, so.
Dude, I believe, dude. I ride with you. She's gonna go.
Yeah.
Gonna go shopping.
For sure.
Nice.
I'm busing out.
Dude, what a nice camera. All right, bye, love. Go like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram.
See if you put that in there, Anthony.
We just pulled in, and driving in here is a crazy experience because you first pass hole 10 and you're like, oh, what hole is that? And you're like, oh, that's the equalable like 550-foot par 4, which is like 480 to clear or whatever. And then you just keep driving and seeing more people trying to qualify. And then the road to the parking lot's like right by hole 5, which is one of the most iconic holes. And you're like, I'm here, I'm ready, I'm excited. I feel like the pressure is low today. If I don't get in, I get to go home to my family. And today is my daughter's 2-month birthday. So would I mind going home? No. Do I want to get into the United States Disc Golf Championship? Yes. So it feels like a big win-win for me. I'm gonna make sure that I warm up well. I have to do my ISOs to make sure my body's feeling good. I've really pared down my bag with Gannon yesterday to very small amount of molds, even less than I planned on bringing. I can give you a quick bag check. Watt is in the bag in case I need it. MV is gonna be my workhorse putter today. And then I have my 2 zones. Probably gonna be throwing this Z zone a lot because this one's probably gonna be a little flippier here at sea level. So less ESP, but both of them are in the bag. I think my shot on 18 is gonna be with this disc, as well as maybe 17 and maybe some other holes. And then Gannon really like the Guava as well for me because it's pretty straight to over stable. It'll be really good in case I need like a flex or if the wind picks up. Looks like a beautiful day right now, so hopefully it won't. Of course, gotta have a Sphinx in the bag, baby. Probably won't need it, but if I need a roller or a late turnover disc. These 3 discs will probably be my main workhorses besides one other, which will be the top workhorse today, but I have actually a Firebird. Back in that snack time, I brought my Halo Scepter, and it hasn't been feeling good in the hand, so I pulled back out this Firebird, which is Champ Firebird, really good over stable 9-speed. And then I have 2 Romans from the PNW and the Texas Swing. Something coming out with Metal Flake Glow very soon. And by very soon, I mean today. These are out right now. It's my new Metal Flake Glow C Blend Roman. 10403 are the flight numbers, and I absolutely love how these came out. To be honest with you, you'll see how they glow in a second, but they forehand very well. I found that the white ones are a little bit straighter than the pink ones because the pink tend to have a little bit more dome, so they'll start out a little bit more like a true 10403, where anything that's a little bit flatter or most of the regular glow colors are more like a 10502 to 2.5. They even putt decent. Well, kinda-ish. Here you'll be able to see that the glow is definitely nothing to write home about. It's not the new Innova Proto glow, it's the old stuff, so you're gonna have to recharge these a lot if you want to use them for glow, but I love the look in general, and there's already so many well, not that one, but there's so many good ones to choose from as it is. So if you want to snag one, head down to the first link in the description or onto my Infinite storefront. With these being a special Halloween run, I think they'll go pretty fast, so snag one if you want. Thank you so much. Back to the in the bag. These two will be really good. If I need something stable finish, it'll be this. If I need something flip up, it'll be this. And I think that those are going to get a lot of work today on this course. Obviously, just trying to play away from out of bounds and keep everything super safe. Have a Captain's Raptor right here, probably for 17. Actually, I'll probably throw a zone on 17. And then we have Conquer, a little straighter Conquer, but still not glidey, which is potentially necessary. It's going to have a little knifer finish. Overstable Emperor Halo, really good disc. Double G Emperor, this was my workhorse when I was on tour. I throw a little farther now, so it'll be even more of that flip up just straight guy, but love this disc at sea level. Don't love it as much at elevation. For my bomber, I have this guy a little flippier, another Double G Emperor, has a flip up, turn a little bit. And then this, that's gonna be it. And then I brought firm, base, and my blend for putting. It's gonna be one of these two for sure. This is just a little, with the humidity, this is gonna be a little too sticky. My guess is firm, honestly, because it feels tackier here in the humidity by like a good margin. I feel like I have a really solid game plan. I feel like I've already played this place even though I've never stepped foot on this property. I think that's really helpful, honestly. So hopefully the holes don't look too different. The wind, I do feel a little bit here, so it's like the perfect amount of wind. It's gonna be such a good day. I'm so excited.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Oh, I just lost a blueberry.
You don't lose it, you're still eat it.
Oh shoot, you didn't lose it.
Yeah.
You got a terrible caddy today.
Yeah, 0-time world champion. Can you believe it? I'm talking to 2-time and he doesn't even have a single one.
Sucks.
I know. You should caddy for me. Screw your dad, bro.
I know, right?
So, bro.
That hurts you were flying in just for today.
Not just for today. What the?
That's what I
for a week.
Dude, some people are just lying about you.
Yeah, well, if I don't get in, it's for today. If I don't get in, it's for today. But if I get in, it's for a week.
Oh.
So it's not just for today, Ezra.
Yeah, no,
Gosh. Jeez. No faith. These baskets sound nice. No, this is my first time on the property right now. Yeah, I'm hoping to walk some of it at least and like look at it. But I also need to, I'm coming from Denver, so I need to see how my discs fly too, so. Putting here is so much better. Body feels good, putt feels good. Now it's time to throw and see how these discs are flying here.
Are they flying straighter, I'm assuming? Like a lot straighter? Oi! It's perfect. Anthony, dude, your form looks incredible. Dude, I remember first time playing with you. This is crazy. Will they fly shorter here because of the humidity and the farther here?
Similar distance, different line.
Okay, gotcha.
Everyone thinks it flies farther here, and so in Denver, everyone's like, oh, I throw 350, I throw 400 actually at sea level. It's like, no, you maybe throw like 357.
Yeah, I guess the speed would stay the same, right?
Been slightly hectic, slightly slow, but feeling pretty ready. It's been fun watching David Wiggins throw a couple shots out there. Hopefully I'll be able to stay and watch this in contest after my round today. I haven't really seen much of the course. My discs are definitely flying different. Everything's just straighter. It's just mellower fade, which is definitely nice. But if I want to get stuff to the ground, I got to keep it low. Even my most overstable disc isn't even that crazy overstable. And again, I was saying that, and I was like, God, he just throws so much farther than me. And I get out here and throw him. I was like, oh, I guess I'm throwing all right, because they're definitely not that much. So it's going to be all about control today. Being smooth, hitting lines. I don't think I need to throw anything like hard today. So as long as I can stay smooth, should be good. I'm going to go watch a couple holes, see how the course is actually looking from some tee pads, and then it's time.
You're terrified?
I'm shaking in my boots.
17? Are you committed to the cap wrap?
No, I'm gonna throw a zone layer through.
Okay. Did you like the course?
Nope.
What? You should just playing blind. But he has you.
I am gonna just do my best to use my words to literally just paint a picture in his brain. I'm actually gonna lie, like where the OBs is at, just so he definitely doesn't throw OB. That's, I think, the strategy. I'll be like,
I appreciate the faith in me.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Throw forehand into the water. I promise it's not OB.
I promise
Shank it on the land on hole 5.
And yeah, and then that's the play. So, you know, we can go. We're looking for under par today. Anything under par, I think we'll get him in. Yep. So I'm confident in my boy. I think he's in a good mindset, which is what matters. The mindset of a champion. We're probably looking 10 under today.
10 under today.
Kevin, don't laugh.
Sorry. My bad.
You need me to get a new cameraman right now?
No, please don't fire me.
Oh my god.
I can't handle a second firing from camera work.
Wait, don't you make $0 on these videos?
Yeah.
You qualify. We build Legos tonight.
Yeah, Lego party, baby.
All right, I'm down.
It was a little surreal getting up to hole 1 and seeing this iconic double Mando shot. I was lucky enough to actually play with 2 of my friends, Luke Callahan, who's a more local guy, and Lucas Carmichael, who you guys have likely seen on the channel before. He was one of the last people to get into Monday qualifying and somehow ended up on my card. So looking straight at this about 285-foot hole, was thinking envy, put it right down the middle, and just hit the gap. That's the only thing I was worried about. But my goal today was 3 under par, knowing that anything under could get in, and thinking through my game plan, seeing a possibility that if I played up to close to my best, I think 7 down is possible for me. But I knew that coming in playing blind, not fully knowing how my discs were flying, and having the pressure of trying to qualify for my first ever major in disc golf, I would have a tall task ahead of me and would probably learn a lot about myself.
Yeah, boy. He's the GOAT. Let's go. That's my plan.
Was stoked about that drive on hole 1, but it left me just outside the circle and a decently committed putt, but way airballed left. Luckily, Kevin didn't really catch that, and a not super committed second, but I was glad that I at least had to make a putt there. Ended up throwing a pretty safe shot here. Tough hole, end up tapping in a par. And now we're looking at how do we play hole 3. They moved the tee pad, so now you have this little window to get through. And Gannon just told me to throw it to that shaded spot that's way down that fairway to the right.
So good. Yeah, that looks really nice. Yeah, I shot it.
That looks so good.
Was really stoked about it. Doesn't really leave you a lot though. You want to fade left, which is where you saw a lot of players actually playing this during the tournament. But I ended up just kind of pitch. This was underneath the basket for a drop-in par. Hole 4, a lot tighter in person than you'd see it on coverage. Much lower ceiling, so even though it's under 300 feet, it's like 299. Still throwing my Roman. Ended up keeping it low because I didn't want to worry about the ceiling or some bad kicks. And it left me another circle 2 putt. So this is 3 out of 4 that I had a circle 2 putt to start. End up airballing all of them. And hopefully we could just tap this in after Gannon stares down Kevin. Not feeling bad about my circle 1 putts, but I haven't gotten into circle 1 yet for birdie.
Fine. We're good. You know, even through 4. Pretty solid. I would take it.
That's very generous. He would take it.
I'll make one eventually. I believe.
Hole 5 is iconic. It's the par 5 over the water. The first shot just being a forehand, and this is where I started to realize maybe I don't really know what my discs do fully because I thought I threw it perfect. Ended up just drifting a little more than I thought and barely stayed in bounds, literally by 1 foot.
Probably said play it to about 20 feet right of the water's edge. Should be pretty simple. Just go at the top of that strip on a pushing
I'm pretty happy with anywhere from like 20 to 60 feet off.
You can take
I'm
the
gonna take
meter.
it off. Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
seeing what's the best lie.
I think you can clear. What do you mean?
Yeah, good angle for it.
Luckily, I'm not throwing over the water. I'm throwing my Halo Roman, which is no longer in the bag, replaced with a pink new Halloween Roman. And this was also a little bit tight to the OB. It ended up being a phenomenal shot, but again, within about 3 feet of the OB. And I just have a Firebird to clear about 340 feet. Should be a simple shot. But unfortunately, my heel kind of digs in and I slip and yank it a little. So instead of giving myself about 25 to 40 feet, I just have this pitch up.
Okay, quit laying up like that. I don't want you to throw a line drive at the bottom of the basket and loft it a little bit more. I mean, just throw a little soft, like floaty. You don't gotta.
Just forehand roller, maybe?
And that has higher percentage than what you just did.
So freaking out my caddy, end up hitting some high branches on hole 6. Thought I finally had a bid there, but another airball from circle 2. And hole 7, I'm thinking finally I can get a birdie. Or I can shank it and get my first bogey of the round. So after going even through 6 and playing really safe, this is not the hole I expected to bogey. I thought I'd do par at worst, but ended up really not committing to that shot. And I can feel and see my form being really tight. So on to hole number 8. I thought I threw this perfect, just didn't quite drift it enough. Was kind of in no man's land and smacked that tree. And now I'm probably 430 to 470 out. Don't really have the forehand for that, and so I'm going to try to lay down a roller with my Sphinx. Really glad that I did keep that in the bag.
You aim at that, and then your roller will probably hit kind of in the shade spot. Okay. So hit there, a little anhyzer, it should hit in the shade spot.
I also can't even tell you how cool it was having Gannon caddy for me. Just hearing his insight. Obviously, I'm not the best player in the world, and I would love to be a pro disc golfer one day, not just a pro YouTuber about disc golf. And having friends and people who are in my quarter like him, I think is going to be one of the only ways I can do it if I even can. So left myself again about 50 feet, ended up hitting the fence and just continuing to roll. So really good shot from where I was. I just cannot commit to these circle 2 putts, and you know, with Gannon on the bag, you'd think I'd get a little putting boost, but that stat seems to be as low as ever. Hole 9, 365 feet. They changed these trees this year, so I meant to throw that a little flatter, but anything a little bit outright, there's room out left to swing into, and that stays safe since this is a stroke and distance hole with a pretty demanding drop zone. So finally got a circle 1 putt for birdie.
Let's go, Anthony.
Bang! That's my player. Come on. You're goated. You're goated.
Good start. Come on.
I don't know why for some reason I can make that, but not some of my just short circle 2 putts. But hole 10 is 477 feet to the basket, about 440 to clear as a par 4. You see 569 on the tee sign because the play is kind of out to this left side. Maybe I should have gone for it, but we just need a birdie. I'm even par again, and I'm thinking 2 or 3 would end up getting in. So pitch here, and we should be happy. There's more of a low ceiling under this tree than I thought. So we're discussing what to throw and decide with the zone since I'm only about 260 out. Unfortunately, I just really dip my shoulder and throw it into the ground. So try to loosen up a little bit, throw my guava pretty smooth, just get it next to the basket because this is a stroke and distance hole, meaning you have to rethrow with a penalty. So I'm throwing 4 here, trying to get up and down for bogey, end up getting the red flag, throwing it long again. And I was talking to Gannon after this, and he's like, dude, I really wanted you to throw the black zone. And he had said that, and I heard it in the recording. It's super faint and a lot of car noise, but he had said it, and I just didn't hear. And finally, I put one in bounds, and walking up to a triple bogey putt. And my putting has not been the best ever. It is from circle 1, so it's not the end of the world. But if I can drain this, I think I can continue to have some momentum to make it happen. Really stoked about that. End up throwing 2 not great shots to give myself a birdie look on the next hole and cage it, meaning I am 3 over with 7 to play. Hole 12 is a hole that in the game plan we were going to play for par, but now I need birdies, and I'm actually glad I played that for birdie because I threw a pretty smooth golf shot out there and ended up being, honestly, just a phenomenal spot.
Pretty good. That's bomb.
I'll be able to see the basket too.
But then he asked me if I wanted to range it from about 40 feet back from my lie.
I'm gonna wait till right there. Okay.
You know, it's funny. I usually would too, but I get stroked for time warnings if I range it from there. So I range it from back now.
Maybe that's the key. You've been winning, so.
What?
Hybrid?
Yeah. There's a ton of room along left if you go there.
So try to just get just in front of the basket.
Yeah. If you land like just in front of the basket, you'll be just fine. Check. Nice.
Nice shot.
After missing on the last hole from just edge of circle, I cannot afford another circle 1 miss. I'm really stoked to put that one in the basket. Now, hole 13 is really tough, and I'm at the point where I need to really be aggressive for birdies. I probably need 4 or 5 more at least, and we don't have that many holes left. So I needed to play this one for birdie, and so I'm throwing my double G Emperor, which is kind of like my control driver where I can throw it on some flex, it'll get some fade, and it's really good in Denver. But I end up way OB right, and this is the first time that I really had a bad mistake because of the discs that are in my bag and just not having experience with them. I should have definitely stabled up a little bit, and so I'm left with 495 feet to the basket to try to save a par with a really tough turnover line. I throw my flippiest Emperor, which just isn't flippy enough, and I throw it on a little too much hyzer. doesn't leave me a great look, but I try to pitch out to maybe try to make it for a par, but ultimately save the bogey, because if I bogey this hole, I can birdie out and still have the chance of making it into the tournament based on how scores were looking at the time.
Oh! Holy, he almost made it.
And now it's literally birdie or go home. Hole 14 has a couple ways to play it. A lot of people love the forehand over the hay bales. I didn't mind this massive spike hyzer because it's a shot that I'm pretty accustomed to throwing in Denver. So this time I do stable up. There is a right to left, and I'm just trying to put it close to the basket.
Oh, that looks great.
Hang it out wide, and I thought it was absolutely perfect. I was going to be parked.
Go in.
Spotter said it went just behind the basket, and it sat down.
All right, this is it. If he misses, it's over. But it was a good run.
Let's just skip
30 feet. 30 feet.
Yeah, I kind of need to. I don't. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like we skip them.
Unlucky, man.
It was unlucky. You know, he played solid. He didn't have like really any bad shots. The scoring was tough.
Yeah, good putt.
So my putt for birdie that I needed just kind of hooked onto my finger going up the hill. And then Gannon actually had to leave for the distance competition preliminaries. I guess I lost focus. I knew I was out of it. Ended up bogeying that hole. Going into 16, I was really excited to throw the shot all day because I love this slow drifting mid-range, slightly downhill, 390-ish feet. Luckily, I ended up throwing it really well. And then I told myself I have to ace run hole 17. I'm playing for literally nothing. Might as well ace it. There's no rating here. And then I just throw a little safe guy shot with my zone right to 45 feet like you play in a tournament. Boring. And then I don't know what happened, but again, it kind of hooked out on my finger last second. I liked the putt as I was coming up, and it just, boom, did it. This is a stroke of distance, so re-putt, easy bogey. And then I went big on hole 18 and doubled it. So I think I played this 3 strokes better moving down the stretch, maybe 4. So I ended up 6 over par instead of maybe the 1, 2, or 3 that I should have been.
Lucky boys.
But
I didn't play very good today.
I didn't either, so.
That's okay. That's
we had
okay.
the most fun though, honestly. So
We did, and we won in our hearts. I thought it was going to bring us luck today, Anthony. I really did.
Well, I didn't play bad. I just made silly little mistakes like 5 times, and that was it. But overall, good. Thanks, Kev.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for having me back on the channel.
Wasn't my day. Did learn a lot and gain some really valuable experience. Massive shout out to Kevin for being on the camera and just being a good buddy and getting some breakfast. Big shout out to Gannon for caddying for me. One of the busiest guys in all of disc golf. Also shout out to him for other reasons. One of the best seasons ever in disc golf. Hopefully you can cap it off next weekend. And I also want to give a big shout out to all the qualifiers. Grady's shoe shot 11 down, which is 1 off the course record at the time, which is insane. Drew Gibson got in and then finished top 10, so he doesn't even have to earn a spot for next year because top 10 automatically qualify for 2025. Dan Hastings, Andrew Miranda, another buddy, and John Blackburn. So 4 down was the qualification this year. 3 down had never not qualified before, and then 2 down had only not qualified once. C2 putting, gonna continue working on that. Need a lot of work. Honestly, watching this footage back, my form, making sure that it's better and then more consistent so that I don't revert into tightening up and then it exacerbating my flaws in my form. If my form is a little bit better mechanically, even if I do tighten up, it should be even better as it is. And then just trying to score better. I'm good at playing safe golf, but then it bites me in the butt when I don't have enough birdies to take that triple bogey like I did. So there's a lot to learn, and I cannot wait to hopefully not have to qualify next year, but maybe do another Monday qualifier. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, please, if you'd like Snagger Roman. They're available now, obviously. They're not the new Proto Glow, so if you're buying them for a glow disc, prepare to charge them a lot. That being said, you guys are the best, and I really appreciate you. Hopefully you have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon.